Imagine how awesome it would be to go away out of town for 2 weeks and not feel the need to check your phone, check your email, take phone calls, check in, put out fires, answer questions. Wouldn't that be awesome? Of course it would be. Who doesn't want to unplug from their business and know that while they're away, everything is going well? While they're gone, they're not going to have to come home to a business in shambles, whether it be for 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, whatever it may be for you. So what can you do today to start getting yourself in a place that you can easily unplug and get away? Start small. Tiny, tiny steps. Figure out what are the structures that you need that you don't already have in place. And so what I mean by that is take 2 hours tomorrow and say, I'm going to completely and totally unplug. And then whatever comes to you during those 2 hours that you feel the need to answer, or whatever you weren't available for during those 2 hours that needed to be handled in those 2 hours, then you know, okay, here's a gap in my business. Here's something that I need to, a person I need to put into place, or a process that needs to be put in place to handle this. Because 2 hours is tiny. We unplug for 2 hours all the time, but we're not intentional about it. So you're gaining data in those 2 hours to say, oh, wait a minute. It turns out that when this situation happens, I need to have something in place for it so that there's a response time in less than 2 hours. Then expand it out. Expand it to a day. Say, okay, I'm going to completely and totally unplug for a day. I'm not going to take any calls. Whatever it is, make it a day that you typically work, not like a Sunday if you typically take Sundays off. And then look at, ooh, wait a minute. I did have to jump in halfway through the day to handle XYZ challenge. And you know, okay, there's a gap in my business. I need to have a person or a process to handle this. And then keep expanding the time frame. We recently did this with our Impact Time Collective retreat. The goal of the Impact Time Collective is for the business owners who are part of this group to create the structure that they need and the strategies that they need and the people in place and everything that they need so that they can move away from their business and take time off uninterrupted whenever they need. And we took a 2-day retreat so that we could test that out and see, okay, did we miss anything along the way? And so for the most part, people unplugged a good chunk of our time away. And there were periods of time where they did have to jump on the phone. They did have to respond to something. And they recognized, oh, hey, here's a piece that still needs taken care of. Small steps to assess, oh, wait a minute, here's something that we need to do. And then you just keep going and making those bigger until you get to the place that you can get away and take your time away. If you want more information about the Impact Time Collective, a new cohort is starting soon, and I would love to talk to you about it and see if you're a right fit and it's a right fit for you, and if your goals align with the goals of the program. Go ahead and comment, shoot me an email, I don't care, send me a carrier picture. I'm happy, whatever it is, I'm happy to talk to you about it.